Hello, people of grace. This Sunday in our worship service, we are returning to the parables of Jesus, and we'll be looking at the parable of a moneylender who forgave unequal debts. So, for our Pastoral Connect this week, I just want to take a brief look at the idea of forgiveness itself. And we think we have an understanding of it, but it sure is hard for us. And all of us have prayed the Lord's Prayer, where we say, "Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors." But then that prayer kind of scares us too. Whatever theological systems we create to explain it, we have these words, "Lord, I am imploring you to forgive me as I have forgiven those who owe me." So that's a challenge, but it's actually, when understood, a beautiful challenge because forgiveness in and of itself is simply release, just letting go of the pain, the hurt, the memories, whatever is behind you, and being then free to move forward and really embrace the work of the kingdom of God, both in our own hearts, in the hearts of other people, and clean, pure hearts, uninfected, are able to do that well. So the first real step to gaining more and more of that released, free heart is forgiveness or release or just letting go. But as we try to let go, we find out that most of us have pretty significant trust and control issues, and therefore kind of have this guarded mind to help us to not get hurt again. And while if someone hurts us, they have a legitimate responsibility to try and rebuild trust, and 2 Corinthians 7 talks about that, I'm not focusing on that today. What I want us to just have as food for thought is, why is it that our accounting, keeping track, logical, questioning mind just struggles so much to let go? Well, part of it is because it's there to keep us safe, but part of it is because we're control freaks. We have trust and control issues, and we're not even really going to analyze well until our capacity to trust is increased. And our capacity to trust is increased just within ourselves, not looking at anybody else, by our ability to commit to releasing debts. Few of us have even a mustard seed of inkling of how much of our accounting, logical, analytical, questioning mind is really just a defense mechanism to keep us safe. We tell ourselves rational lies. Rather than dealing with the heart of the issue, is that I struggle to let things go because I have trust and control challenges. But when we begin to rebuild trust, we gain a reconciled heart. 2 Corinthians 5 talks about how Christ, in the person of Christ, God, worked through all of his hurt, his abandonment, his sense of betrayal, denial, all these things that we see on a human level in the person of Christ. God worked through all of that and released it, therefore satisfying the anger he felt from all that hurt. Christ's death satisfies the wrath of God, and God has now gained a reconciled heart. It's not about who he's reconciled to primarily, as that God has a reconciled heart. And that is a beautiful heart and a free heart and a powerful heart and a joyful heart. And when we operate from a place of a reconciled, healed, clean, pure heart, forgiveness seems easier because I no longer have trust and control issues. It doesn't mean I'm foolish. It means I'm actually operating from a place that to outside observers could seem naive, but it's actually very mature, very wise, but very grounded and free. Let's all work on operating day in and day out from a reconciled heart as we see the kingdom of God bloom within us and overflow out into our worlds. Have a blessed day.